You don't even need to leave the bed yet. Just pause, eyes still closed if you like, and feel the quiet weight of your body resting gently on the mattress. There's a rare kind of magic in this moment, the in-between space when the world hasn't fully asked anything of you yet. It's here that you'll set the tone for the entire day. Instead of rushing toward a to-do list or reaching for a screen, try something much simpler. Ask yourself softly, how do I want to feel today? Not what you need to accomplish, not where you need to be, just how you want to feel. Energized, peaceful, grateful, grounded. Take a breath and let that word or intention settle into your chest like warm sunlight. This is what we call waking with purpose. It's not about control, it's about direction. You might be surprised how powerful this tiny morning act can be. When you name your intention early, you give your brain a gentle compass. So even when your energy wobbles or your plans shift, your day still feels like it belongs to you. While you're still lying down, take a few minutes to gently check in with your body. Wiggle your fingers and toes. Stretch your legs long and point your toes. Then slowly release. Roll your wrists. Let your head gently tilt side to side. These simple movements begin to reawaken your circulation and tell your nervous system that it's safe to move into the day. No coffee needed, your body's already listening. If you tend to wake up with a bit of tightness in the back or neck, place your hands over your belly and try this. Inhale slowly through your nose for a count of 4. Feel your belly rise, then exhale through your mouth for a count of 6. Longer exhales tap into the calming part of your nervous system, inviting you to wake up gently rather than jolt into the day. Repeat 3 times. Now place your feet flat on the bed, knees bent. Slowly let both knees drift to one side, then the other like windshield wipers. This can gently release the lower back and hips, which often stiffen up overnight. You don't have to stretch hard. Just coax your body to cooperate, to flow again. Let this be a little conversation between you and your joints. When you finally sit up, try not to do it all at once. Roll to one side first. Pause. Place your hand down to push up slowly. This single mindful transition can protect your spine, reduce dizziness, and help you stay balanced. It may sound silly, but rushing out of bed is a common cause of early morning falls or strains, especially if you haven't fully grounded yourself. And speaking of grounding, once you're sitting on the edge of the bed, take a moment to place your feet firmly on the floor. Feel the contact. Wiggle your toes. Sit tall and let your shoulders relax. Imagine drawing a little invisible line up your spine toward the ceiling. You're not just waking up your body, you're waking up your presence. This is the foundation. This is you, setting the pace. You may have noticed. We still haven't moved to the kitchen. We haven't opened the curtains. We haven't done anything loud or urgent, yet the energy has already begun to shift. The point of this section isn't just to stretch, it's to remember that energy can come gently. Purpose doesn't require pressure. This is a new kind of morning one that aligns with your rhythms, not against them. And if you're worried that this isn't doing enough, I want you to remember something important. Vitality doesn't come from how much you do first thing in the morning. It comes from how you feel while doing it. Rushed energy leaks. Calm energy lasts. So tomorrow morning, before the world starts to spin again, I invite you to try this. Wake with presence. Wake with kindness. Wake with the quiet power of intention. And see how your day shifts because of it. Now that you've gently woken your body and anchored your intention, it's time to offer your system something warm, simple, and deeply refreshing. Forget the rush to the coffee machine. Instead, walk to your kitchen and reach for a lemon. Yes, a lemon. This humble fruit, especially when paired with warm water, holds a quiet power that many seniors overlook. It doesn't jolt you awake like caffeine does. Instead, it coaxes your internal engine to start humming from the inside out. Start with a cup of warm, not hot water, about the same temperature you'd enjoy for sipping tea. Squeeze in the juice of half a fresh lemon, stir gently, and take a moment before you sip. Smell the steam rising from the mug. Let the bright citrus scent remind you that you're beginning again. But why lemon water? Because after hours of sleep, your body wakes up in a slightly dehydrated state. Even mild dehydration can cause sluggishness, headaches, joint stiffness, and fatigue. Before you eat anything, before you even speak to anyone, replenishing your fluids helps your organs come back online. Warm lemon water is especially helpful for this because it hydrates, stimulates digestion, and supports the liver's natural detoxification processes. You don't need a cleanse. Your body knows how to clean itself. But what lemon water does is give it a soft nudge. It's like opening the windows in a stuffy room. It encourages movement, gently awakening your metabolism, easing morning bloating, and preparing your digestive system for the day ahead. And the warmth. That's not just for comfort. Warm fluids are more soothing to your stomach and can stimulate peristalsis, that wave-like movement of muscles in your gut that keeps things flowing. Many seniors struggle with sluggish digestion, and this simple drink often makes a surprising difference. You may notice more regularity, less cramping, and better appetite later in the morning. Lemon also provides a small but meaningful boost of vitamin C. And while we often associate vitamin C with immunity, it also plays a role in collagen production, something that affects skin, joints, and even blood vessels. That little squeeze of citrus supports tissue health in subtle, everyday ways. You might be wondering, but what about the acid? It's a fair question. Despite its acidic nature, lemon has an alkalizing effect once metabolized. Unless you have a specific medical condition like GERD or severe reflux, warm lemon water is generally very gentle. In fact, many people find it reduces heartburn over time when taken first thing in the morning before meals. Now, this part is important. Drink it slowly. Don't chug it like you're behind schedule. Hold the mug with both hands if you like. Sit somewhere comfortable. Sip. Breathe. Let this be part of your morning rhythm, not a task to check off. This ritual isn't just about hydration. It's about presence. It tells your body, I'm here. I'm listening. I care. If you'd like to elevate it even further, you can add a pinch of sea salt and a few thin slices of fresh ginger. The salt helps replenish trace minerals lost during sleep, especially if you sweat at night. Ginger, meanwhile, is a gentle digestive aid and has anti-inflammatory properties that can soothe morning aches. But these are optional. Lemon and water alone are more than enough. You may find over time that your cravings shift. That old pull toward a strong cup of coffee may soften, not because you can't have it, but because your body begins to respond so well to something more balanced. Many seniors report less mid-morning crash, steadier energy levels, and even better mood when starting their day with lemon water instead of caffeine. And if you're someone who still wants a cup of coffee later, that's perfectly okay. The point isn't to deprive yourself, it's to replace your first step with something that works with your body's natural rhythms. This small act, done daily, becomes a kind of promise you make to yourself. Not a performance, not a trend, just a quiet devotion to waking up in a way that supports your long-term vitality. So tomorrow morning, once you've stretched and set your intention, walk to the kitchen, slice that lemon, pour that warm water, and let the gentle ritual begin. Now that your body is hydrated and your system is gently awake, it's time to move, just a little. Not the kind of movement that leaves you breathless or sweaty. Not a workout, not a challenge, but a graceful, deliberate series of stretches that helps you feel more in your body again. You don't need fancy equipment or a yoga mat. Just a quiet space where you can stand or sit comfortably. If standing feels unsteady today, you can do most of this from a sturdy chair. The point isn't to strain, it's to connect. Let's begin by rolling your shoulders in slow, wide circles. Forward first, then back. Feel the muscles shift, feel the warmth building gently in your upper back. As we age, our shoulders tend to creep upward and stay tense. These circles release some of that tension and invite mobility back into the joints. Try 5 deep rolls in each direction. Next, interlace your fingers and stretch your arms out in front of you. Slowly reach up to the sky, then lean slightly to the left. Hold, then to the right. This opens the ribs and gives your lungs more space. As you stretch, breathe. Let the inhale lengthen your body, and let the exhale help you soften into the pose. Now lower your arms and gently turn your head left, then right. No force, just an invitation to loosen the neck. Tilt your head toward each shoulder and feel the gentle pull along the sides. If you sit at a desk, read often, or look down at a phone or tablet, this part is especially helpful. It keeps your cervical spine mobile and reduces the chance of those nagging tension headaches. Let's awaken the spine now. Stand or sit tall. Place your hands on your hips or thighs. Inhale and arch your back slightly, lifting your chest. Then exhale and round your spine, gently tucking your chin. This is called cat-cow in yoga, and it's a beautiful way to reintroduce fluid movement into your vertebrae, especially after a night of stillness. Now we bring attention to the legs. While standing near a chair or wall for support, lift one knee up. Hold it for a breath, then slowly lower it. Switch sides. Just 5 lifts per leg is enough. This activates your hip flexors and gets your lower body engaged. Follow this with gentle ankle circles, seated or standing, because good circulation begins at the feet. And finally, let's do a calming forward fold. With soft knees, gently bend forward from your hips, letting your arms dangle. If you're seated, just hinge forward slightly and let your chest rest toward your thighs. This stretch doesn't have to be deep. It simply helps lengthen the spine, stretch the hamstrings, and encourage blood flow to the brain. As you slowly rise up, vertebra by vertebra, pause and take a breath. Notice how you feel. There's no rush here. You're not exercising for performance. You're moving for maintenance, for ease, for you. These 5 to 7 minutes of gentle motion can transform how your body functions the rest of the day. You may notice less stiffness in your knees, easier transitions from sitting to standing, and even improved digestion. That's because movement, especially low-impact movement, wakes up systems beyond just muscles. It boosts lymphatic flow, increases oxygen delivery, and supports better posture and balance. And most importantly, it reconnects you with your body's wisdom. Your body knows how to feel better. It just needs regular reminders, especially after sleep, when joints are colder and fascia tightens. Think of this morning sequence as brushing your muscles the way you brush your teeth. It's maintenance. It's daily care. And over time, these small gestures build strength, stability, and confidence. Remember, energy doesn't always arrive in a burst. Often, it returns slowly, like sunlight through the trees. One breath, one stretch, one movement at a time. You don't need a gym. You don't need a fitness app. You just need this moment and a willingness to move kindly. And here's the quiet truth. By beginning your morning with this kind of motion, you set a tone that says, I'm taking care of myself. Not to achieve a goal, but to enjoy the body you're living in today. With your body now gently moving and awake, it's time to step into the world, even just a small corner of it, but not just anywhere. Go to the light. Step outside if you can, or stand by a window if that's more comfortable. Let your skin feel the early morning light. Let your eyes, without staring, take in the soft brightness of the new day. This is more than just symbolic. Morning sunlight, especially in the first hour after waking, has a profound effect on your body's internal clock. It resets your circadian rhythm, the biological process that tells your body when to wake up, eat, focus, and rest. And for seniors whose rhythms can shift and become irregular with age, this reset is vital. Exposure to morning light helps improve sleep quality, boost daytime energy, and even elevate mood through the regulation of hormones like melatonin and cortisol. But here's where it becomes more powerful. Combine that light with breath. Now, if I told you we were going to meditate, you might feel hesitant. But this isn't about sitting still for 20 minutes or trying to empty your mind. It's simply about tuning into your breath while being with the light. That's it. Start by placing one hand over your belly, the other on your chest. Stand or sit comfortably. Inhale slowly through your nose for a count of 4. Feel the breath move down to your belly. Then exhale through your mouth for a count of 6. Repeat this a few times. No force, just flow. As you continue, let your shoulders drop. Let your face soften. You might even close your eyes for a few breaths if it feels safe and grounding. This practice doesn't require perfection. The goal isn't to breathe correctly, it's to breathe consciously. You're telling your nervous system, we're safe, we're here, you can relax. What you're doing right now is tapping into what's called your parasympathetic nervous system, the part responsible for rest, digestion, and recovery. When this system is active, your heart rate steadies, your blood pressure lowers, and your mind clears. Unlike coffee, which triggers alertness through adrenaline and stress hormones, breath and sunlight awaken your calm energy. It's the kind that sustains rather than spikes. Now, try this gentle visualization. With each inhale, imagine you're drawing in the light from the sun, not just into your lungs, but into your whole body. Let it fill your chest, your arms, your belly, your legs. And with each exhale, release any leftover tension from sleep. Let go of stiffness, of worry, of anything that doesn't need to come with you into the day. It may sound simple. It may even feel small. But this act of syncing breath with natural light, even for 5 to 10 minutes, can rewire how your day unfolds. Seniors who adopt this practice often report deeper sleep at night, improved focus, and fewer episodes of anxiety or low mood. And there's something else happening too. By doing this consistently, you build a quiet resilience, the kind that doesn't come from reacting, but from responding. You're creating space between you and the noise of the world. That space, that's where clarity lives. This ritual also invites you into the natural rhythm of the day. The morning isn't just the start of time, it's the rising of possibility. And when you meet it with breath and light, you begin to align your inner world with the outer one. It's okay if some mornings are cloudy. The light still exists. Your breath still matters. And even if you can only manage 3 slow breaths today, that is enough. The ritual is about intention, not intensity. Think of this part of your morning as tending the garden of your energy. Not with effort, but with attention, with awareness, with care. So tomorrow, once your body has moved and your lemon water has warmed your system, step into the light, stand tall, breathe slow, and let the world arrive. Not with urgency, but with grace. Now that you've set your tone, awakened your body, and bathed in light and breath, you're ready for the final part of this gentle morning ritual, nourishment. Not the rushed kind where toast is gulped while standing or sugar is shoved in to keep your hands busy. This is about crafting a breakfast that fuels you with stability, clarity, and warmth, without the crash that often follows coffee or processed carbs. Think of breakfast not as a meal to get through, but as a gift, a way to tell your body, here is something steady, something kind, something that will carry us into the day. What should be on your plate? Something balanced. Something rich in fiber, moderate in protein, low in processed sugar, and designed to release energy slowly, not spike it. Let's start with one of the simplest foundations, oats. Not instant oats loaded with artificial flavors, but whole rolled oats or steel cut if you have a bit more time. Cook them slowly in water or unsweetened almond milk, and then, here's the secret, add a spoonful of chia seeds or ground flax seeds. These tiny seeds are rich in omega-3s, great for your brain and joints, and they add a gentle thickness that's soothing to the gut. Top your bowl with berries, blueberries, raspberries, or blackberries. Not only do they add color and sweetness without the need for sugar, but they're packed with antioxidants that protect aging cells and support brain health. A small handful is plenty. If oats aren't your style, consider a soft scramble made with 1 or 2 pasture-raised eggs, paired with sautéed spinach, mushrooms, or tomatoes. Add half an avocado for healthy fats that keep you full and support hormone balance. Sprinkle some hemp seeds or nutritional yeast for added protein and minerals. The key here is choosing foods that help your energy extend into the morning, not burn out after an hour. For that, protein is essential. Many seniors don't eat enough protein early in the day, which can lead to weakness, fatigue, and even mental fog. But too much protein, especially from processed meats or heavy animal products, can feel hard to digest. That's why lighter, plant-forward sources seeds, nuts, legumes, or yogurt often feel better on the stomach. You might also enjoy a small bowl of unsweetened Greek yogurt or coconut yogurt topped with sliced almonds and cinnamon, or a simple smoothie made with almond milk, spinach, a banana, a scoop of protein powder, and a spoonful of peanut butter. Smoothies are especially helpful for those with low appetite or dental concerns. Easy to drink, easy to digest, yet rich in nourishment. Now, a word about how you eat. Just like the other parts of this morning ritual, speed matters, or rather, slowness matters. Sit down. Really sit. No phone, no news, no multitasking. Let your breakfast be a moment, not a side project. Chew slowly. Savor the textures. Thank your body, not with words necessarily, but with presence. The way you eat is just as important as what you eat. And if you feel tempted to reach for coffee out of habit, try something gentler, a warm herbal tea, maybe with ginger, chamomile, or rooibos. Or if you still want your coffee, consider having it after breakfast, once your body has something to buffer the caffeine. Many people find that by adjusting the timing, not the presence of coffee, they feel steadier, with fewer jitters or crashes. Another beautiful habit to include at the breakfast table is a moment of reflection or gratitude. Maybe you write in a small notebook, or just sit quietly and reflect on one thing you're looking forward to, no matter how small. This doesn't need to be poetic or profound. Even something as simple as, "I'm glad the sun is out today," helps train your brain to see the world with a softer lens. And this entire breakfast experience becomes more than just food. It becomes a continuation of the kindness you started the day with. You moved gently, you breathed, you hydrated, and now you nourish. You didn't need caffeine to jolt you into motion. You didn't rely on sugar to fake energy. You created your own momentum, and the kind of energy that comes from these rituals, calm, clean, sustaining, stays with you all day. So tomorrow, when you sit down to eat, think of it as the final layer of your morning foundation, one that steadies your body, lifts your mind, and reminds you that every new day is an invitation to care, not just a rush. Now take a deep breath and let it all settle in. You began this morning not with urgency, not with noise, but with intention. Before your feet even touched the floor, you chose to wake up with purpose, not because you had to, but because you could. That small, quiet act of noticing your breath, of stretching in bed, of asking yourself how you want to feel today, it changed everything. Then you reached for something simple and ancient, a mug of warm lemon water, and while it may have seemed too easy to matter, it gently rehydrated your cells, jump-started your digestion, and whispered to your body, "We're starting fresh." You moved slowly, kindly. Just a few minutes of stretching and breathing reminded your joints, your muscles, your entire system that you are still here, still capable, still powerful in your presence. There was no rush, just rhythm. Then came the light. You opened yourself to the sky, stood by a window, or stepped outdoors and let the sun reconnect you to something larger than your schedule. You breathed with awareness. You let the morning in, not just around you, but through you. And finally, you chose to nourish your body with real food. Balanced, slow-burning, sustaining. The kind of breakfast that doesn't shout, but supports. That doesn't spike your energy, but steadies it. This entire ritual isn't about perfection. It's about building a life that feels good to wake up into. One where energy flows naturally, without being forced. One where your mornings don't drain you, but fill you. And the best part? You can return to this ritual tomorrow and the day after, until it becomes less of a routine and more of a quiet devotion to yourself. You deserve that kind of care. Sleep well tonight. Your body will remember what you gave it this morning.